cigars up, put the phone down for the car come. Bad bitch with me, she tripping on me, she can bar.
Any words for the viewers, man?
Yeah, man. Hey, hometown shit, man. It's something to have. Yeah, it's crazy that I graduated here in 2014, man. And I ain't never thought I would be coming back to speak for nothing other than sports, for real. So, just shout out to the home team, man. Just go to show that we've been waiting on one this whole time. Waiting on one. If y'all don't mind my videography, we'll be moving around as we talk, go along, getting some content, getting some footage. Right? So, if we can go to the next slide. Show y'all a few of my accomplishments. So, on the left side, I don't know how many of y'all are familiar, have any of y'all heard of the singer Akon? Anybody familiar with Akon, pop singer, artist? Okay, well, in the left slide, in 2021, I started doing some work with Akon. This is his house right here, and in the top right as well. This is his backyard, bowling alley in the house, chef, crazy TV, crazy car, everything that you can imagine. At the bottom is the biggest billboard in downtown Times Square, New York City. A place I've never been to. I've been born and raised in South Carolina, so for my first time to be in New York and for my video to premiere on the biggest billboard, a video that he recorded, very overwhelming, very overwhelming. So these are just a few of my accomplishments, not to brag on myself a lot. All right, we go to the next slide. So, what and who is in the music industry? Is anybody familiar with any of these faces? Lil Baby, Drake, SZA, Nicki Minaj, by a show of hands. Anybody familiar with any of those? Just a little, let me know that you're loud out there, just a little bit. All right, yeah. So, the music industry is a broad term for businesses and organizations that create, support, and distribute music and its creators. The music industry is not, however, the music industry is not one building, it is not one sound, it is not one thing. How do I get into the music industry? The music industry can be very harsh and competitive at times. It is important, I repeat, it is very important to know that nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible, whether rap, sing, produce, or engineer. If you work hard enough, those companies and those people will find you. I never a day in my life cared to DM Akon, or to know Akon, or to text Akon. But me just locking in and doing what I did so much and so hard, the way that I do it, it made him and whoever was around him find me. And from there, as you saw me in the backyard and in the front yard. I say that to say, an artist like J. Cole, he stood outside in the bare rain for about 4 hours just to give Jay-Z one demo tape. That was his way of getting into the music industry. It's more than just going away. So don't let anybody tell you you got to do it this way or you got to do it that way. Right? Next slide. Now, the music business. The music business is where it's not all about the music. The music industry, yeah. The music business, not so much. The music business, how do I make money off my music? Questions like, how do I do music full time? How do I release my music? Who pays me? How do I start a tour? How do I find bigger artists? How do I collaborate with bigger artists? How do bigger artists DM me? How can I get a bigger artist DM back? Why do everyone listen to their music and not my music? These are all questions that are kind of relative to the music business and how your business is done. 50 Cent, Jay-Z, and if you can't see this last guy on the far right, it's Master P. Is anybody familiar with any of those three? All right, I got 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So, notice there's not as many artists on this slide as the music industry slide. They took the time to focus on their business, and their business kind of outweighed their talents in the music industry. Not every artist has the ability to know about reinvesting, investing, attending company meetings instead of parties, going to the studio instead of the clubs. These are a very few of your artists who came from nothing, learned about something, and took it all the way to the top. Question? Kanye too. There's just only a few that I can fit up there, but he's definitely one of them too. Kanye was a rapper and still is a rapper, but he did do deals like Yeezy, and he did produce some. So, and he didn't start off as a rapper, he produced. So, yeah, Kanye is one of the ones who understood the music business a little first as well. Not a bad. Facts. One of my favorite things to say is facts. You know, somebody say something, I be like facts. All right, facts, word, facts. Facts is faith, action, consistency. Faith, action, and consistency. Facts is an acronym that I created that embodied some of the most essential traits that I feel like one should have while pursuing a music career. Faith is having full confidence and belief in something or someone. Okay? I personally watched and worked with so many artists that I felt like, they got some things, but I could have got it better, or I deserved it, and they didn't. You know, that happens a lot of times, just being in the studio recording for people. I would record somebody and maybe they would get an opportunity to perform somewhere bigger, and I didn't at the time. But there's no need to be salty, bitter, or nothing about that. Those things are for those people at that time, for those seasons, for whatever reason. Faith is what kept me aligned with the mission and with the goals. You got to have faith. You know what I mean? Know that what everybody else is doing, you don't have to do. Your process is your process. Any questions about faith? Right. Everybody in here, faith is going to get tested one day. But just trust and believe in yourself, and that it's a process. Just know that. All right, next slide. Action. The universe itself cannot pay you for all your hard work if you do not take action. Embrace those uncomfortable moments. Right now is an uncomfortable moment, but I embrace it. It's a part of the process. I got to. Even if I'm nervous, if my hands are shaking arms right now so I don't sweat in front of you guys. But I have to embrace it. I have to. If I don't, I won't be able to set an example. Right? Surrounding yourself with people that don't have the same aspirations as you or mentality can easily stunt your ability to take progressive action. 4 clowns, you'll be the 5th. You ever heard that one? If you hang with 4 people that's writing verses every day, that's trying to get a show every day, you will get a show. You will learn how to write a verse. You will learn how to screenwrite. You will learn how to write those bars. You will learn how to pick beats. You will learn how to find a manager, an AR, PR. Okay? Conspiracy. I said conspiracy, that's my lady saying. Consistency. So always having faith in yourself, taking action, and showing it when you show up. Consistency doesn't always have to fall under work ethic. You don't always have to put in 30 hours in the studio. That's not the only form of consistency. Consistency can also fall in your interviews, your stories, your hair, your producing, the way your beat tag come on. Those things have to be consistent as well. If you come out, if you go do a show in Los Angeles with pink hair, you're known for pink hair. When you go to New York, it's probably best to have that pink hair. If you go to Japan, if they know you in America for pink hair, then when you go to Japan, it's probably best to have what? Pink hair. Just being consistent. If I tell my guy, yo, when we go here, we're going to tell them this. Every interview, we need to say this. When we be excited about one part of that story, we need to be excited about that story in this, or that part in the story here, there, whether it's the Breakfast Club, Drink Chats, any podcast or whatever. The story needs to stay consistent. The part that you get excited about that part in every story that you tell. Soon, I'm going to be putting together some courses. Mr. Johnson tapped on it a little bit earlier. I have my own studio named the Red Room Recording Studio. It's about 10-15 minutes away from here. I don't see anyone that I recorded before, but yeah, I do have my own music studio. And I will be putting together some courses for the kids, for the students, for you all, the young musicians, the rappers, the sports, anything, because it all applies. So, I'll be teaching things like how to build my own studio, how to record myself. Do anybody record themselves? Do you record yourself, bro? What do you record on? Your phone? Not a bad thing. You will hear some people tell you like, you need to stop for always perfecting your craft. You're doing nothing wrong, bro. How to upload or release my music. Any other singers or rappers in here that I can access it? Alright? Do you upload or release your music anywhere? Apple Music and Spotify and all those? Okay. It's not bad. You got a YouTube channel? Good, man, good. You are already a part of the music business. You're on top of your music business already. It doesn't take $1 million check. It won't take a jet or a limo. You are already on the path as Kanye, Master P, and Jay-Z, right? You too. Now, I'll also be doing things like how to sell out events and concerts. Not everybody know how to put together a rap or a song, but you may have somebody in your crew who says, hey, bro, I got a show for you here this Tuesday. I got a show for you here this day, or a meeting, or an interview. That's a guy that this course will be helping for you. Next thing, how to find a manager in other roles. I'll also be talking about those things. How to find people to help bring your ideas to life and get them where they need to be. And last but not least, merchandise. Merchandise is just a little piece, but merchandise will fall under those things like that money. The money, you know what I mean? The shirts that you want to put out, the hats that you want to put out, the socks that you want to put out, or your concert tickets. All of that is a part of your merchandise. We'll be getting your brands together, your work together, everything together just to put a budget together so you can know how to do everything as far as merch and deals. Okay, next slide. Right, so I got some QR cards with me, and before I leave today, I'll be passing them out. Now what you can do is when you get the card, you'll see a little white box on the side. You can hover your phone camera over it, you can sign up, and soon you will get information and insights about those courses that I just showed you where you can sign up and, you know, we all get this thing going together because it takes a community. I can't do it alone and you can't do it alone. It takes each other. We have to have each other. My God, how many songs have you put out? Like 3 or 4? I love it. Consistent, man. All right, and just so you know, that was something I wanted to know on my own. If you're still interested, I'll pass out these cards, and don't be afraid to sign up. Thank you.
Any questions? Questions about the music business industry?
Any questions? The music industry, the music business, how to put out more music, how to DM artists, how to get artists to DM you, marketing, branding, even sports, because it's all the same. If you want to go out and learn how to be consistent with the free throws or a consistent tactic that'll make people want to come out and see you every Friday. Because as much as it is about the sport, it's also about you as well. You're showing up to show out. So, any other questions? How do you get viewers? Okay, and you say you got another one? How do you get features? All right, your feature, for one, could be sitting right beside you. My guy who makes music right here with the white beat. Your feature could be sitting right beside you, and your feature could be sitting right beside you. So it's all about the type of song that I want to make, but I can't sing, or I don't want to sing. Let me call my guy who knows how to sing, or let me call my niece who sings in the church. You know what I mean? Just having that skill of networking. You know what I mean? That's how you get those features going about with no problem. That's features, DJs, radio spins, club owners. All those people are waiting on you just to come up and give them your story. Hey, this is what I want to do, this is how I want to do it. We all got the pieces that we need to make each other flourish. You know what I mean? Now, the first question you asked was how to get your viewers. Now, that part is that consistency. Being consistent. Being consistent, continuously dropping, continuously releasing. Don't do it for the viewers though. Do it for yourself so that you can get better. And by the time you look, you will see 1,000. I take that back. You'll see 10 people listening. You see 15 people listening. You see 20. And then it'll grow higher. It's not going to be what you might think. You know what I mean? But right now, those 20 fans that's listening to you, keep catering to those. Make sure that they know that they matter. Right? Any other questions?
So we're about to start our production project next week. For many of them who don't know how to write song, rap, whatever, they're gonna have to work with people. You know, you got any tips on how to begin the process of songwriting or and I wrote a song too. I write songs too, and I actually got music out on Spotify, Apple Music, all that stuff. but I wrote gospel.
Okay.
And been in the studio a lot of his stuff. Had some of the radio and everything.
Okay.
But you got any tips on how they can, you know, the process?
Yeah, just get started.
If this is new to them or they're uncomfortable or.
Yeah. So I got my start writing poetry. I don't know if you got your start that way or if you got your start that way, but just writing little lines of poetry. And you know, just building from there, going to my friends, rapping it to my friends, just learning how to get comfortable with the things that I'm saying. Me personally, I like to rap about the things that I see. Some people rap about the things that they fantasize. Some people rap about the things that they don't have, that they want to have. Some people rap about the girl that just broke their heart or the boy that just broke their heart. So as an artist, it's very important to express yourself. Expression. If you can express yourself, that beat is only going to add to it. That video is only going to add to it. The main part is that you're expressing yourself. So however it comes out, that is how you will learn your beginning stages of how to songwrite, how to put together a concept, something to talk about, and even how to pick the beat. That is how you start. That's how I got my start.
Very good. And I'm glad you said that because writing a song is a combination of a number of things. Not only the subject matter and your motivation. You start, like you said, with motivation, how to express yourself or tell a story. And then you start, Mr. Mitchell also Miller, testify to this. Then you got to figure out what's the vibe of the song. Is it emotionally? Is it something upbeat, happy, or is it something kind of sad or depressing? If it is, then you start dealing with modal and tonality. So whether it's going to be in a major mode or happy mode, or whether you're going to use a minor chord, you know, is it going to be a fast tempo or a slow tempo? That's the next step. You start composing music to your literature, whatever your story or literature is.
Yes.
You know, because students going to come to me for help. And doing this process, that's exactly what I'm going to take you through. You may even come up with a little hook on the piano. Dun, 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 dun. And you might have to add that as the hook. You know, there's a lot of layers to this thing when you have a product.
A whole lot. So many layers. Is there any other band players or instrument players? Well, what do you play? You don't want to say it? What do you play? All right. Brother. Yeah, man, well, it's all good. This, like I said, this music thing, it's just all a form of expression. It is an art form of expression. Music, I love music. Music is always around us. Frequencies, sounds, rhythms, it is always around us. So for anyone in here, when you leave here, just take that nothing's impossible and that you can do it. Everything that you see is not always what it seems. They start off small as well. Some of these people, they have everyday jobs. Some people, it's just how it works. It's an industry of deceit, perception, comprehension, smart. It's a business of a lot. You just have to know that it is harsh. It can be brutal sometimes. It can be everything you didn't want. But knowing yourself, most importantly, will help you see your way through a lot of these things that the industry has in store for you. Thank you. Any more questions? Appreciate it. Yeah, appreciate it. Thank y'all. Any last words for the viewers, man? What you seeing is what it really takes. You know what I'm saying? I wish somebody did this when we was here. You know what I mean? Just to be real. I wish we had somebody that made music from the bottom up, somebody that we could connect to. I wish they would come and just tell us everything ain't what it seems. You know what I'm saying? How to really do things, how to really go about this thing. Yo! My nigga from the hood. But yeah, see shit like that. I recorded a lot of these kids already. You know what I'm saying?
And that's
a lot
crazy.
of these kids know me already. So just to see somebody that they can identify with come out here and do what they do, it's like, shit, we can do it too. You don't got to be, we have to have all that shit to do it. We all we got. If somebody can't do this, then who? Yeah.